So we're going to start our CADing series by collecting some resources. So first thing any good CADer wants to do is gather all the resources that they're going to need for once they start making the CAD. So first thing I'm going to do actually in Fusion is make a new folder, and I'm going to call it external resources.
So what exactly are external resources?
So external resources are anything that you can't make on Fusion. So like, for example, for when we're making the drivetrain, we're gonna need the extrusion, some blocks, some bearing blocks. So all of that stuff is in robotics, and today we're gonna get all those resources and put them into our CAD. Alright. So first things we're gonna do is go to Rev Robotics, obviously. Rev Robotics is where we're gonna get most of our parts. So just Rev Robotics. Have it load up. So first thing I want to get is the extrusion. So I'm going to go to, where is it? Here, structure. And I want the 420 90 millimeters. There it is, here. So click on here. And I'm going to go and find the CAD, which is usually down here at the bottom, and I'm just gonna download it and start there from there. Cool. So now I've got the step file, which is the file that most online resources use for transferring files to the computer to you. So once I've got the step file, I'll go to my Fusion again, go to external resources, and press the upload button, and just drag in our file into there, and that's it. And then upload, and that's one of our first files.
Great.
Cool. Okay. All right. So now that I've got the first extrusion, I'm gonna get some more different sizes that we're gonna use. So next one is the 225 millimeter extrusion. So let me just back up with this amazing Wi-Fi, and then I need the 225 one. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go, oh, this one does not have a CADing file. So here's another good thing to know. Sometimes the CADing files you can't find, and for that you might just have to improvise. So for example, what I would do for this is I would get the 420 millimeter extrusion bar that we got and just cut it to 225 and save it as a separate file, because it would be identical except the length.
Okay.
Okay. So since we can't find that, I'm going to start actually looking for the blocks that hold the pieces together. Here, so 15 millimeter corner cubes. I'm going to hold them here. I'm going to go to Rev 41 step file. Again, just download it. Go back to my Fusion, external resources, upload, and then just drag that in. And then upload, and give it a few minutes, and that should go. So while we're waiting for that, I'm also going to look for the bearings. So under Rev for FTC, I'm going to go to Motion, and I'm going to go to, let me look for the bearings. Bearings, linear sides, pillow sides. I'm looking for these in specific, the bearing pillow block and the end cap bearing. And just similarly to how we did earlier, I'm just going to go down here to the file, go to this download CAD, and then same thing for the end cap bearings, download CAD, Fusion. I'm going to close this again, and then I'm going to upload both of these files. And we do this, so once we get to the assembly stage, it'll be really easy just to use the files that we have and not just have to make new files for everything that we already have. Like somebody's already CADed, there's no need to actually make it again if somebody already has the perfect model of what you're going to get once you get a kit or something like that. So those are the four main parts that I'm going to be using for this build. In terms of one thing that actually I want to say is, you know how sometimes you get axles in the kits? For axles, which are really simple hexagon symmetries, I usually don't get those. I just make a hexagon and extrude it to whatever length we need. But if you feel inclined to do so, you can as well. Just go to the Rev website and download one of the axle files.